We had a carrier that we did a one-on-one with last week, and he was talking about the contract he signed with his factoring company. And he even said, he goes, if I'd have had a lawyer explain this to me in kind of layman's terms, I probably wouldn't have signed this agreement.
Yeah.
And it was
how many people actually read that?
Yeah. That's what, and he was like, I shouldn't have done this. He goes, I'm stuck with these guys for, I can't remember how many, it was another couple of years. And I was like, and he had no way of getting out of it. It's just what it was. Have you heard or seen anything from factoring companies that have actually gone out
So I have a couple of friends that use them both on the broker side and on the carrier side. And factoring companies are caught squarely in the middle of fraud. They can get defrauded, badly too. If a carrier turns in a phony invoice, and if they don't follow up and verify that invoice, by the time they got 20, 30,000 in receivables with them, that carrier has got their money and can ghost them before they can charge them back. And then a lot of carriers are finding out that factoring is maybe not necessarily everything they thought it was. This goes back to the unfactored receivables trigger warning there, that somebody thought if I would just factor, I wouldn't have to worry about any of that. Everything would be okay. Well, a lot of people may be under the misunderstanding that if you factor that invoice and the customer doesn't pay, or the broker doesn't pay your factoring company, you do owe that money back to the factoring company. It maybe just hasn't happened to you yet, but it's starting to happen to people. And then, they're broke, they don't have the money, or, come to find out, oh, I didn't know it worked that way. Or, even if you have non-recourse factoring, there is some stipulations where you can still be charged back for that money in certain situations. Now, that's different with every factoring company. There are some that are true in every circumstance, non-recourse, but then that's expensive factoring.